animated part. All right. Oh, a kitty. Cute kitty. Oh, that's not good.
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent so much time on it.
Hi. The cards. That's gotta be Scar, right? Gotta be. There's no way it's not. There's no way it's not. It has to be Scar.
I sensed something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need to concentrate to feel it. Rover, something terrible.
I'm sorry, what?
Let's give him hell.
No hesitation.
Going against wind.
All fired up.
Swift and resolute.
You wanna go?
Oh, bring it on.
That's actually huge.
Flame on.
You wanna go? Come on then. Hit me.
Swift and resolute.
You don't get to hit me.
Resonance.
Oh, bring it on. Sucks to be you.
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds.
Ain't gonna lie. Shasha is actually a really fun character to play. Long One, Act 3.
I think
Okay.
I found something, Rover.
First attach this field. Okay. What we find? Quite a few things actually. We're gonna go over here first though.
Ritualistic wooden. Why are they here?
Hmm?
These plaques are usually placed in ancestral shrines. They
I don't know.
seem to belong to a different time.
Different
I
time.
remember
How long
reading
ago?
about something like this. People held large-scale ancient rituals periodically in their villages, driven by certain beliefs.
I see. Let's check somewhere else.
Now, I will give the Wuthering Waves one thing. It's cool that Rover actually speaks regularly, unlike the Traveler in Genshin. Though Genshin is still a fun game, either way. But I do find it cool that Wuthering Waves decided to keep the character voices intact throughout the entire game.
Watch out.
That's a... Interesting.
Something's not right. Why wouldn't it attack us?
I don't know.
Brother.
Brother.
Help.
Talk to it.
Brother. Brother.
I'm gonna talk to
Help.
you. All right? I'm gonna
Help.
talk to you now. Who is your brother?
Help. Help. It seems to only repeat these lines. This is not a common tacit discord. Tacit discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves whole again. When frequencies are scattered and recombined, a new tacit discord is born. This one probably devoured the frequencies of humans, turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. Are these words the last cries of someone innocent? Who is behind this twisted plot?
Interesting. Yang Yang crouches down. Hand on the Tessa Discord's head. Okay. I don't get to read it, apparently. Alright, fine. That's fine.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Are you talking to it? I mean, you tried to talk to it earlier. I don't want to hear jack squat from you.
No, that's beyond my ability. I just sensed some complex feelings from it. A mixture of deep sadness and eager anticipation.
Eager anticipation.
I think I know what's going on here.
Go ahead,
It
tell
seems
me.
to be begging for
Spill the
help,
beans.
but it's not asking us to help it. I can sense the pained cries of this tacit discord. No, the cries of this whole village.
Okay.
The village is crying, waiting for rescue.
Waiting for rescue, I see.
Something
I see.
truly awful must have happened here, and the victims' reverberations still linger. Based on the evidence we've found and the condition of these ruins, that didn't happen all too long ago. I can still feel it in the streams.
Yeah, and
Perhaps
the tacit,
field has kept this village from being discovered. Or
I was just about to
maybe
say that.
someone has been intentionally concealing it. Anyway,
Anyway, on
there
that note.
must be something we can do. We may find the victims nearby. I can feel someone connected to what happened here is still close. This place is dangerous.
This
I'll
place is
inform
dangerous,
Chusia
she
about what
says.
happened here. Can we continue our search before the official investigators arrive? Sorry, I know it doesn't sound very convincing. It's just a hunch of mine, and I don't have any evidence to back it up.
That's fair. No, not at all. I believe you.
Thank you,
of course.
Rover. Please stay vigilant.
I'll stay vigilant. Aye, aye,
As for
Captain.
the little one here,
What?
let's leave it be.
Alright, we'll leave Mr. Strange Tacit Discord be.
The area is a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Someone was hurt and dragged away. Look,
Oh, okay.
there are many footprints here. These are traces left by a fight.
A fight?
Someone
Between
was
who?
injured.
Between who? Who was injured?
These cards. Ah, I see. The fractsidus is likely behind it all.
The fractsidus?
The fractsidus.
Yes. I don't know much about the fractsidus, but as an outrider, I've worked on related cases. It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords. They've caused terror attacks of various scales around the world.
Fusing humans and
okay.
tacit discords.
Interesting concept, by the way.
We've
That's very
seen signs
interesting.
of their presence in Jinzhou, left by lower-ranked members called artificers. Above the
Artificers.
artificers are the overseers, leaders with eerie abilities and unknown intentions. They pose a far bigger threat.
It's
No
probably
one
the
knows
guys
their
that we saw
true
in the
intentions.
last
Some
stream.
members speak
or
of world
video.
destruction, while others claim they seek eternal power. And there is one particularly insane overseer. He's crazy even by fractsidus standards. A man who sees no order and revels in destruction. I've seen similar cards in the physical evidence file of the fractsidus-related cases. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. They call him Scar.
So Scar was
If
here.
he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who knows what kind of cruel and twisted atrocities he's capable of.
Simba's gotta come get his boy, man. Get Scar off our game, man. Like, he don't belong in Wuthering Waves. Scar belongs in the Lion King, man. Get him out of here. Ooh, animated part. All right. Oh, a kitty. Cute kitty. Oh, that's not good.
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent so much time on it.
Hi. The cards. That's gotta be Scar, right? Gotta be. There's no way it's not. There's no way it's not. It has to be Scar. And the name fits him quite well. You are Scar.
If you need to hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar.
Great.
Cruel and twisted maniac.
The fact that he confesses to being a cruel and twisted maniac is crazy. Where's Yang Yang?
We deserve a meeting free of such disturbances, don't you agree?
Okay, sure.
The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment.
Judgment about what? What do you want?
Don't worry. I don't plan to make you hate me just yet. She is safe now.
Fair enough. You know what? That's fair.
Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Forget about that irrelevant person, will you? I have a lot to share with you.
Do you now?
To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories.
Yes, that's very true. How did you know? That's actually a really good question.
It's true. That makes sense, given how fragile you were when you woke up, or I would have questioned the authenticity of those rumors.
What? You followed me. You followed me.
So you noticed. Oh, I am flattered. No need to be so on edge. By now, you should have realized I'm just one of the onlookers.
Just one of the onlookers. I highly doubt that.
But out of all the onlookers, I'm the only one who came forward to meet you with absolute honesty.
Okay.
Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of conflict.
Center of conflict,
You
huh?
are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you. From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here, because I see you as a dear friend, and I want to tell you the truth. I am so sorry for everything you're about to face.
Okay.
But truth hurts sometimes.
As if you were any different. True. Very true.
I know you are not one I can sway with simple words. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding, nothing more. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see.
You know, I highly doubt that.
As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface. And our little game will become even more entertaining.
Okay.
And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all.
Oh, that's why he TP'd Yang Yang somewhere else. Gotcha. What did the fractsidus do to this village?
Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here.
Okay.
I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. As I said, why don't you take a look around and see for yourself?
See for
So
myself.
go ahead. What do you see?
Okay, I'll take a look. A large-scale ritual. People were injured. A strange tacit discord. A large-scale ritual.
Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn?
The fractsidus manipulated the villagers. The villagers killed each other.
I see you don't really trust those villagers. So they were right about you. You are indeed quite exceptional.
Quite exceptional, you hear that?
I like it. Your keen observation, precise judgment, and accurate understanding of human nature. Let me give you a couple more tips.
Okay. Sure.
The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers. Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the masses.
That's an interesting plot.
Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin.
Okay.
I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more.
I'm coming up with a story, apparently. All right, I'm down. I don't like that grin. Wipe that smug grin off your bloomin' face. A crumpled page from a children's book rests on a torn piece of diary paper with childish handwriting. Read the diary. Oh, Lord. Hi, I found a new home, and the nice uncle gave me this cool new book to write in. Our old home was scarred by monsters. Scarred by monsters, so we went on a super long journey to find this new place. I asked when Mommy and Daddy will catch up with me, and Uncle said really soon. Can't wait for them to join us here. The new place is so sunny and has a huge tree that grows peaches. Not many people from here go to the big city though. I just want Mommy and Daddy to find me quick. 12/5. Today it's my birthday. Everyone is being really nice, saying I'm their lucky charm because I can keep those mean monsters away. I'm really happy, and everyone likes me lots. We had cake and noodles, and I got presents too. It's been forevs since I saw Mommy and Daddy though. Hope they come back. Will they come back? That is a very good question, by the way. December 5th. This marks my 4th birthday here, and our village head made it official. I'm his daughter now. But before that, everyone was already been taking care of me and shared with me delicious meals. My father told me I'm a child of the Kichi village, and I should consider myself lucky. I feel really fortunate to be loved by so many people, even though my powers are still small. I'll do my best to continue protecting the village from being invaded by tacit discords.
Our story begins here. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, lived a flock of carefree lambs. In the day, they toiled for food, and when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat of wolves.
Quite the storyteller, aren't you?
Fables. Stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying hidden truths through fiction. But they always draw from real life, don't they?
I guess that's
the
fair.
Same story
That's valid.
gets told by many, and each person brings their own spin, their own focus. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different interpretations.
Yeah, I mean, that is very true, though.
Us now, caught in a carefully crafted plotline, a scheme I had no hand in. This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou.
Wait, so you are involved
So
with
that
this?
magistrate led you here to meet me. Such a clever move on her part.
Another crumpled page from a children's book, half buried in the mud.
One day, the shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The lambs, drawn in by his words, soon lived in comfort and security.
Is that the end of your story?
Nope. Quite the opposite. The shepherd's
No.
arrival is only the
No, it's
beginning.
not.
With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could grant their every wish. His flock obeyed, bowing their heads, pleading for better food and shelter. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless luxury.
Endless
The flock
luxury.
worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding him in the highest regard. What's wrong? Does my story make you uncomfortable?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers. Wouldn't you bow down and beg for food from your master?
We are all created equal. There should be no hierarchy.
Oh, so we agree already.
Sure.
You are right.
We'll go with that.
But the world we live in falls short of our ideals. The shepherd still reigns, and the lambs have grown complacent.
Complacent.
It's
You
up
hear
to
that?
the two of us to make that ideal world a reality.
I mean, if you say so, man. If you say so, let's do it. A crumpled page from a children's book, silently resting on the ground.
The lambs reveled in endless bonfire parties, celebrating their new god every night, except the one little black lamb. As each night passed, it was the only one to notice how its flock was dwindling away. Rover, do you think someone would give you what you want without taking anything from you?
I believe in quid pro quo. Don't laugh at me.
I once believed that too. Thought as long as I paid a high enough price, I could get my desired outcome. But true equality is scarce, always has been. The world
Fair,
was
that's
never
fair.
a fair place. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, that is
To
valid.
receive
That's a valid
equal
point.
retribution, one must give more and more
And
more.
more.
When every wish comes with a hefty price, people weigh their options carefully.
I see you, Mr. Wolf,
When
in
they
the
can
back.
make
I just
someone
noticed
else
this.
bear the price.
Oh, I just noticed him.
They all rush to make more wishes. They don't consider they too may one day pay for another's selfish desire. Funny, isn't it?
You find some markings on the walls. As you lean in closer to look, you notice some faint markings on the wall. Didn't you just say that? Words like monster, witch, banisher, and all her fault. What? I'm reading! Relax. A crumpled page from a children's book silently resting on the ground.
Later, the shepherd openly blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline. On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual. But the black lamb was nowhere to be found. The shepherd introduced an unspoken rule to this village. One that our black lamb violated by telling the truth. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes because no more sacrifices were being made. After witnessing the black lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd, what do you suppose the white lambs did?
Oh boy.
Ah, those oblivious lambs. Little did they know the most fearsome demon was right under their noses. Well done. You didn't let any details slip. Now, I wonder, what is your takeaway from this story? Answer me and I'll reveal the truth of what happened. Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs?
The shepherd.
Indeed, the direct culprit was the shepherd.
We got
He
a quiz
held
going
all
on,
the
eh?
power, fulfilling wishes at a price. The
Yes,
lambs
sir.
knew the risks, yet succumbed to temptation. Unfortunately, in the face of such temptation, they disregarded all the hidden risks, as disaster had yet to befall them. If they were given another chance, I believe they would still choose the same path.
Probably.
Inevitably, they accepted their fate and paid the price when their time came. Now, my second question. What price did the lambs pay for their wishes?
Their lives.
Of course, as always. Life was the most valuable thing they had to offer. Here's my final question. What happened to the black lamb? Don't rush, Rover. Take your time.
What happened to the black
truth
lamb?
You've uncovered?
What happened to the black lamb? It was executed because its flock was deceived.
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock never found out about it. They were deceived to believe the black lamb was the culprit.
Almost there, Rover.
Almost. What do you mean almost there? Did I get it or did I not get?
Little lambs
All
cowered
right, we
and
have
huddled in
story
their
time now.
village,
Okay.
terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice.
I didn't like that
lamb
sound.
refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. And so they continued to play the game. They all knew
an
the
endless
consequences,
cycle.
but
Okay.
chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again. Until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. The black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground.
Interesting. Okay. That's
How do you like
interesting.
my story, Rover?
Uh,
What really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out? The black lamb who rebelled against the rules, and the white lambs who succumbed to their greed. The innocent maiden sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on each other in a ruthless frenzy. They had it coming. All the shepherd had to do was execute the rebel. That's how he kept the flock in check and maintained the status quo.
Is that why you became a shepherd yourself?
Fun answer, but no. Not even close.
Okay.
I was never the shepherd. Never will be. You and I, we are the Black Lamb. The one who breaks the rules.
He who fights too long against dragons becomes a dragon himself.
Interesting, Rover. I'm liking you more and more.
And I'm liking you less
Well
and
then.
less.
Let's see if this Black Lamb is going to end up like you say.
I'm sorry, what's happening? Huh. Okay. We are here now. Resurrection point
Welcome
activated.
to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. What is the right path to take? Oh, you found us already. Shake and shiver, blink an eye. A flock of lambs comes passing by. Fleece of white, black, and red. Who's the sweetest one ahead?
Watch out!
Watch out, my dear.
Alright.
Your pioneers are lying at
dear.
your feet. Don't look back. Join them on this right path, and I've got a scorch. Don't rush. One slip, and you'll shatter to pieces.
That was close. I almost done died.
Let's give him half. Come on,
Brick. One with the sounds.
they're coming in hot.
Such brutality.
Ooh, that was clean.
Can't you see? We are kindred spirits after all. Shh, don't be so quick to deny it. Now that
That's
I have
actually
you here
so cool.
standing before me, I'd love.
You'd love what? Sorry, I kind of got a little close.
Tell me, do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking Black Lamb? If a sane person manages to survive in a realm of lunatics, would you call them the last one of reason or the sole apostle? Think about it. The shepherd is not the preordained embodiment of truth. Once he is gone for good, the Black Lamb can reclaim the trust of its herd. Then, eventually, there will be none left to be victims or oppressors.
Come on, Squirt. Lean on! Rover!
That's so clean! Dude, I love the combat. The combat is so clean.
Rover? Rover!
What happened? I'm dead. I'm alive. I'm dead alive? Yang Yang? Is this heaven?
I shattered Scar's illusion. That should have injured him.
I'm pretty sure I did most of the
Should
work,
I
but okay.
thank you for showing me mercy?
Stay away from him!
Wild. Oh, oh no, there's a second one. Hi, lady.
Didn't you promise to leave me some alone time with Rover?
With one condition. I do hope you haven't let that slip from your mind. Don't
What
let
condition?
your improvisation trouble others.
Look at you, rushing in to protect your precious, perfect movement. No
Perfect
worries.
movement. What?
I know all the do's and don'ts. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Rover, it seems our happy little date must come to an end. But don't forget my sincere reminders. Let me know what you choose. An unexpected gift? An honest and open exchange? Or a highly risky gamble? The choice is yours. I know how smart you are. You won't make a hasty decision. We'll meet again in the not-too-distant future.
They're gone. Should we go after them?
Let's skip it for now.
Scar's resonance abilities appear to involve teleportation and the manipulation of space. He trapped me in confinement, and I could only sense that it wasn't far from here. It took me some time to break that barrier. Sorry, Rover. If only I
it's
could have
fine.
reached you sooner.
It's fine, Yang Yang. You did what you could. That's all that matters. You are safe now, and that's all I care. Oh, you again.
Brother.
Huh? Why are you here, little one?
It probably hid out of fear.
I've never seen any tacit discord display such vivid emotions. The brother had mentioned. Could it be?
Scar?
Yes, that is a possibility. Since Scar had been here before.
Interesting.
Let's talk about it later.
Okay.
Rover, can you fill me in on what happened?
Sure. Not much though. You tell Yang Yang about what just happened and the lead you.
Seems all the tragedies in Tea Tree Village were linked to that ritual.
Yep. And Scar was feeding me bits of info.
Making up stories based on real life to support his twisted beliefs? That does sound like something he might do. We cannot take his words for granted. Now, we must locate where the ritual took place and see for ourselves.
Yes, we should give it a check. 100%. Oh? Are we being spied upon again?
What's the matter?
Nothing. We're 100% being spied on again.
Frequencies of tacit discords. I see. I can feel it in the streams. Over there. Follow me.
In the
All right.
south.
The fact that he said it himself is actually cool. I love it. Hi.
They are unharmed. Please rest assured. As you anticipated, Scar did not try to kill them. Yes, I stayed out of it like you asked.
Great.
Is everything all right on your end? Please be sure to stay safe, my lady.
My lady. So she's talking with the magistrate, I guess.
Such a big opening down here.
Wow,
How
this is a
odd.
huge opening.
This place should have been soaked in water.
Oh. Oops. What's happening?
That
Do I want to
tree,
know?
it's stunning.
Oh, okay.
It's almost eerily enchanting.
Eerily enchanting, you hear that?
Save us.
Are you trying to tell us about something hidden here?
Alright, lead the way, my little friend. What 'tis what thou want to show
Where did it
me?
go?
Oh. Hello. Tattered diary. Ooh, another diary. June 19th. Today a strange man came to our village. He said to call him brother, if I didn't mind. He was really friendly, but for some reason, he seemed different from the people in my village. He seemed to know a lot about me, even telling me that we were of the same kind. He told me a really strange fairy tale. The ending of the fairy tale was kind of scary, but reality was even scarier. He then asked, what would you do if you were the little black lamb? Before I could think of a reply, he had already left with a cryptic, see you next time. I told father about it, but he no said no one like that had ever visited our village. Who could he be? July 20th. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Smudged water stains. If only I weren't so weak. I could have driven away those Tesset discords. If Sissy didn't have to protect me. There must be a way. Father said I can manipulate the frequencies of Tesset discords and humans. Sissy, I'm so sorry you look like this now. It is only temporary. I'll do everything I can to return you to what you were before. I know you can still hear me. Father promised me, he'll surely find a way to help. December 17th. It's been 3 months since that incident. Father doesn't seem to remember I'm still keeping a diary. He gave the notebook to me, but if he found out I'd been writing about everything, he'd be so mad. He ordered me to do what he says and use my powers to combine frequencies of Tesset discords. But if anyone finds out about the truth, that Sissy, who went missing, actually died trying to protect me, and then I turned her into a horrifying Tesset discord, they will see me as a monster. I will be banished, and no one will ever understand or accept me with what I can do. No one except him. But will the dead really come back through frequency manipulation? And if so, what would happen to their shattered souls trapped inside their new bodies? I really don't know. February 8th. Every day I feel more and more uneasy. The people in the village are disappearing, and those Tesset discords Father has brought back. I can't shake the feeling that something is very wrong, but I am trapped like a moth to a flame, unable to escape this dark path. I don't know what my father did. It must have been something terrible for the tension and unease here. I am not allowed outside anymore, and when I ask why, he just brushes it off. If the price for my wish to come true is more bloodshed, no date. The villagers have surrounded our house. They must have learned about it all. The murderer, is that what they call me now? Or perhaps my father too? At this point, what difference does it make? After all that has happened, can someone come and save me? If I must pay the price for Kichi village, if there is a god, I hope they can save my village. Hey, Rivan? I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce that name. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. At the end of the last diary entry, you see a message in another handwriting. It seems you are the luckier. What the heck is that supposed to mean? A diary. No name, just a diary. That's about it. Okay, got it. All right, Yang. Let's discuss about all this situation business.
That girl just wanted to save her village. But those sacrifices didn't lead to redemption. I guess the Tesset discord we saw stayed here to convey her last wishes. Please excuse me.
Nah, you're all right.
It's
I get it.
getting a bit too cold here. Can we head back now?
Yeah, totally. We're pretty much down here anyway, so yeah, we can definitely go back up.
Sorry, Rover. I didn't feel comfortable down there.
Yeah, I understand.
The air was heavy in that place, without any wind to speak of. But I could still feel so many emotions and desperate cries for help. I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, that's completely
the
fine.
villagers were
It's
complex mix of
understandable.
emotions. Hope, resentment, and despair. And as I read the diary, I could feel the intense sorrow and longing of its owner. What was the diary's owner longing for? Was it the peaceful life she once had? Or did she miss her only family? The person who pushed her towards such a tragic end? My apologies. I got lost in thoughts again.
No. You're completely fine, Yang. It's very understandable that you feel that way. Honestly, if I were in your shoes, I would feel the same way. I understand.
I wish I could say such tragedies won't happen again.
Yeah, that is definitely not true.
But I still lack the confidence to make that claim. It was tragedies like this that made me want to become an outrider, to become someone with the strength to stop them from ever happening again. I cannot stop the lament, but at least I should do everything in my power to help those affected by it.
Okay, I just want to point this out. Yang Yang is one of the first characters that we've met in the game, right? In Wuthering Waves. I just want to point out, she called herself Outrider, an Outrider, basically, right? What does Amber declare that she is in Genshin Impact? Outrider Amber. And she, again, is one of the first few characters we see, or actually physically meet, in the game. And yes, both of these games, Wuthering Waves and Genshin Impact, were created by 2 different game developers. Genshin Impact came out first, then Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves is a knockoff of Genshin. I'm saying that right now, it's not my opinion, it's a fact. If Genshin Impact never existed, neither would Wuthering Waves. With that being said, let's continue. I trust you.
Really? Thank you, Rover.
Yeah, no problem.
Dwelling on it won't do us any good. Let's go. I'll compile a report on what happened here and send it in along with the clues we've gathered.
All right.
Let's go back. Together.
She's reassuring herself after that mental breakdown there.